You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Yeah, ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, bunch of trains. Post game, big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the ref just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever.
It's the same, you know, they got hot, they got aggressive, they became the aggressor second half, and you know, we tried to fight our way back in there in the fourth quarter, but you know, those third quarters are unacceptable if you want to win in this league, you know. And we talked about it pregame, last game, post game, and we'll just keep hammering. We'll keep looking for something in third quarters. Maybe I change the lineup. I don't know. We got to keep searching for ways to flip those third quarters.
You guys on 3-point shots in the second half, or what did you see?
No, I think they just had more effort, you know, and then their momentum started with them making shots. Then their defense picked up, you know, and we lost our force, our aggression, and I thought we found our way back into it. We had some resiliency there to fight back in it, but yeah, the third quarters we just got to start better. I mean, I don't know. We got to continue to search for that. But I thought it was excellent first half. Probably maybe our best first half of the season. Third quarters continue to haunt us, and we got to solve it. I think they're growing together. I really do. I think they're growing. They're learning each other, how to play off one another. A really talented group. It's great to be in these moments, these end-of-game situations. They've never been together in these moments before, and so these are valuable, you know, for their careers and as they grow as a team. And you know, these are valuable moments. But they're playing really well together. I mean, I was pleased with that group, other than the third quarter start. No idea right now. Good. Thank you.
All right, shout out to the fan for all things Pelicans. Now tuned into the Pelican post game report. I'm Big Q. We got DC in the building, and you guys are in the building as well. Much love to you as the Pels go down, man. They lose 8 straight game, but they competed in this game, man. You know, there's still a lot to learn from this team. You know what I'm saying? There's still a lot. We need to clean up a lot of mistakes, man. But nonetheless, you can see that the team is fighting to do what they can do to kind of get this thing turned around, man. So shout out to you guys for being in the stream. Do us a service, hit that like button as we get going. DC, shout out to you. What's going on, brother? DC?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. All right, go ahead, brother.
Oh, I said nothing much, man. It's a regular Friday at this point, you know. The Pels still getting their ass kicked. Ain't too much change.
I appreciate your optimism.
Huh?
Appreciate your optimism, brother. I can see the plantain pudding we made is very positive.
I have optimism, but I mean, we should have won this game tonight, bro. Let's be real. You had some key plays down the stretch that cost us a victory. You know, Zion not closing out on Najee. as he hit that three.
Yeah, he walked up to that. I was kind of upset, but I was really pissed
Right.
about that. He walked up there. But go ahead, DC.
That cost us the game, kind of reminiscent of that play. I remember when Trey allowed that guy to hit that three, and they could have gave him anything but a three. You know what I'm saying? And Trey play was obviously worse, but Zion in the clutch, man, I don't think he should have passed that ball, or if he did, I just think it should go back to him. But he's got to make that happen and command that. I do like the confidence from Fears to take that shot, but I just don't think he has proven he can do that in the clutch. And I mean, how else do you prove it but to do it in the clutch, right? And
yeah,
just cost us the game, man. Najee should never been able to hit that three, but even with that, I still think we could have won this game. And with the ghost of Willie Green still haunts us. They let go of the rope, but it was in the last 5-10 seconds of the game, or 30 seconds of the game, whatever you want to call it. And we still are plagued by these third quarters. We had full command of this game the whole time. Dallas was, pretty much, they could have been close to the point, ready to pack it in and just prepare for their next game if we could have kept piling it on. But we came out in that third as they made adjustments, and we all of a sudden we can't hit a shot, we can't hit a layup again. At this point, I think the third quarter issue is just mental, man. I referred to it on last show, and it just seems like one of the things they got to mentally work through. They've built habits of being losers. So when things start to look too good or looks like you can possibly win, they just start stumbling and bumbling and fumbling and doing, stupid shit at times because they're used to losing. And then as those things happen, it's like, oh, here we go again. I bet you he gonna hit this shot. The type of things going through their mind, man. They got to continue to build winning habits, man, and keep going at it. But looking at the rookies tonight, that was amazing to see Fears doing this thing along with Queen. And, you had Zion and Trey, all of them scoring 20-plus points. So that's a very strong sign of, I guess, something to keep building and growing with. But this one, this is probably the first, game we had in hand. What was that? The Charlotte game, I think, when Trey, what was that? Mikal Bridges, I think, hit that three. No, we beat Charlotte, right, Q?
Yeah.
Can't remember. What game was that? Was that no, Charlotte and Dallas are the only two victories we have, right?
No, you
yeah.
I may have to look at it again, but
I don't remember what game was that. Phoenix?
It's so damn long since
Phoenix.
we won the game.
I'm trying to remember the game we lost and we should have won, but
the Spurs?
No, that was the Clippers game, I think.
I mean, the Clippers with the last minute shot.
That might have been the Clippers game. Yeah, that was the Clippers game
with the last minute shot from Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, but I mean, it's a couple of them you could talk about. Do you see the Spurs game that shouldn't went into overtime? Yeah, but we did beat.
That's right, Q. It was the Spurs game. The Spurs game went to overtime because Trey allowed Castle to hit that three. That's
right. Yeah. The Mavs and the Hornets, the only two games we've been able to collect on, bro. So.
Yeah, man. The Clippers, they ain't won nothing. We probably one of the only teams they beat. So you know what I'm saying? It's just we know how to lose, man. And until they change their mindset, change that energy, unless we blow a team out, it's gonna be hard to get a win in the last seconds of the game, man. Because they had it right here for them. They had it right here for them, man.
I don't. It answers. We need some answers. We need solutions. Coach Borrego searching for him. He mentioned that to kind of change up the lineups.
Don't play Zion with 9 shooters. I know that's hard. We got a lot of people injured, but I don't like some of these. I understand he's staggering them, trying to keep Trey, Derik Queen, or Zion on the court at all times, splitting their minutes. But I don't like some of the Zion lineups, and I don't know if he's still rusty from this. You just don't look. It don't look super efficient the way they're using him. Although Zion, you look at his efficiency tonight, it was crazy, man. Things just feel kind of forced with him for some reason. So I think they're still trying to figure that out, the lineups.
Right.
Jordan Poole probably can help tremendously with that whenever he comes back as well.
Yeah, I would have to say that exactly what it is. They just got Zion back in the lineup, and it's just been, 2 games back. They got to figure out how to run everything, with Zion and Queen and Fears and all these guys. They're still trying to figure it out. But a lot of mistakes continue to be made. You mentioned one of the larger culprits, the third quarter, where the Pelicans were outscored by 14 points.
Yeah, they made up the whole lead that the Pelicans built.
And they were able to kind of steal a lot of the energy off the Pelicans in there, and we weren't able to close out. So, I mean, it was a few things, but let me ask the fam list, who in clutch time moments, who's your closer? So that's something we have to kind of figure out some of these roles too. Who's the closer?
That's simple. It has to be Zion. No matter how good we all like Derik Queen, I do too, and I think he's capable of growing into that. But at this point, Zion is still your best player. Nobody on the team is better than him.
Did you see that today?
I saw him still being the best player, but I didn't see him carrying himself in the last couple of minutes of the game like he was the best player. I did see at one point where he's waving the rookies off and telling them to get out the way, but those last couple of possessions just, didn't really rub me the right way. I don't know, maybe Zion's getting used to being a closer because you always had Brandon Ingram doing that. And as you point out, all the time, he's probably one of the most unselfish superstars there is. So he don't really care about somebody else.
You can't. You look, fam. From in DC, listen, bro. From an ego standpoint, and the player that make $39 million, almost $40 million this year, from Zion Williamson.
He don't have that ego though, kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a major problem. You can't allow rookies that just got here to kind of run the game like that. Plus, you step in there, you have to have an impact. You are the star of the team supposedly, and you're making a boatload of cash, man. I mean, you got to go in there and you got to make it happen. You got to take possession of the game. I know the guy just got back. It's his second game. But, man, Zion Williamson has to be that guy. He has to be more forceful. He has to be more determined in those minutes. He got to put the game on his shoulders. And I didn't see that toward the back end of the game, DC. I just didn't. I seen these young players trying. We seen Queen, all the things that he's done just over the last several games. Jeremiah Fears, these two youngsters, PV and all these other guys, these youngsters have meant so much to the Pelicans. They've been out there fighting and clawing and scratching. Zion returns. He has to be the fulcrum, the center point of what they got going on, or it ain't going to work right. It's not going to look right. It's not going to work right unless he takes, that onus in that moment. He has to be that guy. He makes way too much money. And it's time for him to show up, man. He has to show up in that moment because all these other guys get you to a point. You got to get him over there. And don't get me wrong, he had a very good game for Zion coming back. He had a decent game. But at that moment, you need to really elevate and kind of take this over, man. He ain't got a matchup on that damn team that can stop him. But anyway, that's 8 straight. That's 8 straight losses the Pelicans have now accrued. 8 straight losses. Tomorrow is Atlanta. So it's back in the Smoothie King Center for Atlanta. Tomorrow we'll preview that before we get into the stats. Shout out to the fam, man. Appreciate y'all for being in the stream. I'll give y'all some love before we get into the stat read. What's up, OG Jerry? Shout out to you, brother Sean Castro, Knoxville, and big ups to you, fam. Appreciate you. Stacy, brother Jaden, brother Hoffa, shout out to you. What's up, Daniel? Lavelle, big ups to you, brother. Good to see you in the building as well. Much love, fam. Appreciate each one of y'all. What's up, Darlissa? Shout out to Darlissa. Says, after tonight, there's no reason to keep Jose anymore. I can't take him playing these type of minutes just to be really worthless out there. We have Fears, Poole, and DeJounte Murray. Got to get him. Got to let him go. I don't know. Jose is doing some stuff, man. Murray's not ready, but it's a lot going on. Shout out to you, Ross. Much love to brother Ross, brother Don, Guillory, Cloudy Bat, Shout out to you, man, as well. Brother Trey, what's up, Trey? What's poppin', bro? Miggy20, shout out to you, man. Much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all. What's up, Mike? Shout out to Mike as well. Appreciate y'all. Y'all hit that like button for me, fam. Charity Baby, what's up, fam? Appreciate you. Jedi Connor, what's up, my brother? How you doing tonight? Big ups. What's up, Steph, baby? Shout out to Steph as well. Big Sean, what's up, man? Appreciate you as well for being in the stream tonight. Much love, fam. Let's hit this stat read right here quick, DC, and I'll let you kind of ball on other players that you've seen as well, bro. Pels tonight with 42 of 91 for 46%. Mavs 40 of 84 for 48%. The Pels were 7 of 27 from downtown DC for 26%. The Mavs was 16 of 43 for 37%. That's ugly. The free throw percentage.
I want to say one thing, Q. They 7 of 27. Do you realize that the Pels were like 7 of 15? So they didn't hit a 3-pointer with like the whole second half.
It's the however it rolls. It didn't. In the first half. It didn't seem like they was hitting no 3-pointers in the second half, bro. To me, I seen from my memory a few of them. There was a lot of misses going on. I know Herb missed a bunch of them. We seen toward the back of the clutch moments of the game when Jeremiah Fears took one. He missed it. Queen got it. He missed it as well. A whole. Matter of fact, he shot it, missed the whole basket.
The game. Yeah.
Right. So it was some stuff going on, and threes wasn't falling, and Dallas kept attacking the paint, man, and they made it gritty. That Cooper flag, man, is when his full game comes together, he's gonna be something special.
Yeah.
So 24-31 the Pels tonight, fam, for 77% from the foul line, 31 attempts. Mavs were 22 of 28 for 79%. Mavs did have 47 to 42 on the rebounds. Assist game 30-25. Mavs weigh 15, 9 steals. Pels in double-digit steals tonight. 15 of them. We couldn't do it. Couldn't help it. It get us in the win column. 9 to 4 on the blocks toward the Mavs. And the Pels actually kept the turnovers down tonight. Yeah. You know, there was only 13 turnovers by the Pelicans tonight versus the Mavs 20 turnovers. And Coach Borrego talked about turning teams over and converting, only 13. So they held that down, gave up 15 points off those 13 versus the Mavs 20, and they gave up 22 off theirs. The Mavs barely won the fast break game 19-18. Pels dominated the points in the paint 64-40 in the matchup. And then individually on the box score for the Pels, man, listen, man. What can I tell you, man, about Mr. Queen? Even though he wasn't the top guy, it was actually Trey Murphy tonight in 35 minutes. Trey had 25 points. He was 7 of 14 from the field. He was horrible from downtown tonight. 1 of 7 by Trey tonight, but he was perfect from the foul line. 10 of 10, finished with 3 rebounds and 3 steals for Trigger Trey Murphy. 20 from actually Zion Williamson is the second guy with 22 points in 30 minutes. Zion was 7 of 9 from the field.
Whistles, man.
Yes, right. He was 8 of 11 from the free throw line, which is really good for Zion. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals for Zion, and only 1 turnover in 30 minutes. That's impressive for Zion Williamson doing his thing. And of course,
rebounds though, man. Zion got to give us at least 6, man. That's embarrassing.
21 points from Jeremiah Fears in 32 minutes of action, 8 of 12 from the field, 3 of 4 from downtown, shot really good. Free throws wasn't there. He was 2 of 5, had 7 boards, 2 assists. He did have 4 turnovers, but he also had 4 steals to go into the game as well for young Mr. Fears. And then Derik Queen. How about our 2 fantastic rookie players? 32 minutes also from Queen. He finished with 20 points, 11 assists, 7 rebounds and a steal. Now he did have 4 turnovers, but he was 8 of 17 from the field and 4 of 5 from the foul line. He contributed. Herb Jones in 32 minutes. Herb only had 7 points. He was 3 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown. He did have 9 rebounds and 2 assists and 2 steals in the game. And of course, off the bench, not much scoring at all. We could have used some scoring off the bench. 20 minutes from Jose off the bench, 5 points. He was 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from downtown, 6 assists, 5 rebounds for Jose Alvarado. Mr. Sadiq Bey, coming back from injury in 18 minutes, he just really, didn't give us much offensively. 4 points on 2 of 9 shooting. He was 0 for 4 from downtown and 3 rebounds. So we didn't get much from Sadiq Bey. A little bit from Sadiq Bey would definitely have helped. Peavy came in the game in 13 minutes, 4 rebounds. 4 points on 2 of 6 shooting with a rebound and a block, a steal from him. Jordan Hawkins in 12 minutes, 3 points on 1 of 5 shooting, 1 of 2 from downtown. He was plus 11. And I think besides Jose, who's plus 2, they're
Jordan Hawkins plus 11, man. Because when I'm looking at the game, like he didn't do anything. He hit that 1 3-pointer, earlier with us, first quarter maybe. But other than that, he didn't really do much.
Yeah. And then Eves, 16 minutes from Eves Messi, 4 points and 2 rebounds and a block from him. And like I said, not much shaking off the bench scoring wise, to kind of help propel the Pelicans tonight. And they fall down 118 to 115 to the Mavs. Now 8 straight losses. The Pelicans are now 2-14 now. So it's just the whole grows, man. The whole continues to grow.
Well, it's getting kind of hectic, clip, man. You might have to.
Well, I've been waiting to play that. Getting kind of hectic. DC is definitely beyond the getting kind of hectic. But you're right, man. This is just absolutely crazy. But here it goes. That boy wearing a Raiders hat too, and they suck this year. So as far as the Saints do, so
he right on cue.
That's right.
But man, we got about a good 4 more losses, man. We gotta get a win, man. We gotta get a win. You got Atlanta coming up tomorrow night, and then with the whole thing with Zion, not even sure if he gonna play in a back-to-back. The way they was like subbing him in and out kind of made me think he will play tomorrow, but he did wind up with 30 minutes, so I don't know. But we've totally found a way to neutralize Sadiq Bey. Like he hasn't been giving us anything since injury. Maybe he's still a little banged up, but it's basically just the 4 guys. And Herb, man, I don't know what's going on with Herb. Defensively, he looks like Herb. But offensively, just that guy that makes, smart decisions, timely plays, timely cuts. Man, every time Herb has the ball, it's just like you kind of holding your breath. He didn't stop shooting, I guess, so many threes at the top of the key. He wasn't making none of those. But 3 for 10, and Zion only had 9. How does Herb have more shots than Zion? And Zion only missed 2 damn shots. It don't make sense. It's weird. Things are still discombobulated. Although as a team, they are playing with a new spirit. Things look like they're definitely not going to just bow out and quit. But they got to figure out the hierarchy of the team. Who's going to be number 1, number 2, number 3, 4? They got to figure that out. Shot distribution. It wasn't too crazy, but the starters had to do everything. And whatever the lineups are going, it's just not meshing well, at least this game, with what we tried to do off the bench. Like, we didn't get really much of anything from our bench other than, Jose. He gave you 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 3-pointer. But tonight it still came down to the last possession. So even with all of that, they still, in my mind, should have won this game, man. Because Dallas had, I ain't gonna say they gave up, but they was fighting and scrapping. But you had a point there, maybe about 4 from the 4-minute mark on, where the Pels had gained the momentum in this game. And the majority of teams in this league, if they were put in a position the Pelicans were in that from that 4 to maybe minute and 40-second stretch, they definitely would have came out with a victory, but they got to learn how to win. They've been losing so long, they don't know how to win a game. And this definitely was a game they're supposed to win. So if you look at all the games and add them up that they were supposed to win, the Pels should definitely be about 500, but they don't know how to win basketball games when it comes down to it, to just making the simple play, man, doing the right things and getting out there with a W. And that was highlighted tonight. So James Borrego got his hands full, and hopefully tomorrow we can go out and maybe get a game where we can have a nice cushion at the end of the game, because if they're gonna do the same thing I saw tonight at the end of the game with everything on the line, man, I'm not sure. I'm not sure we can take it home. There's too many things didn't look like, they really know what they're doing or what they're supposed to be doing. Obviously, I don't know what sets they were calling. You can go back and look at some stuff again, but even when Zion had the ball, man, I'm like, what's their plan? I mean, he's just gonna go downhill and attack and try to get a foul, maybe, and he goes to attack and then just kicks it out, and then we wind up with a out of rhythm kind of 3-pointer, and crucial part of the game, man. You still had 10-something seconds left. We wasn't gonna play for the last shot, but it's just so many things that could have been done differently at the end of the game. And Jazz Borrego ain't perfect, but I'm sure if they're put in this situation again with a practice, I'm sure it would look different. But we don't have that luxury. We got to play Atlanta tomorrow night on the back-to-back. And will we get a win? Because we should have had one tonight.
Yeah, I picked the Pelicans to actually win this game tonight, man. I thought they would beat the Mavericks. The Mavericks have been struggling, and I picked the Pelicans. I'm thinking that we would muster up enough points from our stars and our bench players. Like, I don't expect Sadiq Bey to have such a low turnout, in terms of what he did. I mean, he had like 4 points in 18 minutes. So we definitely going to need more off the bench scoring to kind of help, everything out. Like, we had 4 starters that scored 20 points or more in this matchup. Herb continues to play heavy minutes, and his shooting is off. His offensive game is not totally there. I mean, just really questionable thinking. Like, when he, was trying to do the layup thing and he had guys on his back, Herb should have known better than that, man. It's just like some of the stuff is like fundamental thinking. It's like, I don't know what they be thinking, bro. I don't know what they think. Like, and then first and foremost, it's like all of the wide open 3-point shots. I mean, it's just like, it's a trend that continues to like really haunt our team, man. It's just these wide open 3-point shots, and tonight it's like, they hit 16. It was a tally in terms of the 3-point shooting, us versus the Mavs. We hit 7 of them. They hit 16 of them. And we still lost by 3. But in the end, just being, Max Christie lighting them up, bro, for like what, 3 straight 3-pointers or something like that.
Right.
And it's just like, it's really crazy. It's like, these are NBA players, a lot of these guys. You cannot give them wide open 3-point shots. And it's sickening watching the Pelicans do this. Like, Zion walk up to Najee Marshall and not blitz him and run at him. Maybe he scares him and force him to take the shot early. You don't just walk up to him, Zion. Come on, man. What are you doing? Run up to him, rush up to him. This is a big shot. And ultimately that shot ended up just canning us. So it's like, learning how to win, DC, just doing the right stuff, doing the right stuff, just being smarter in the game plan. I know Willie Green was a garbage coach, but we done had Borrego here. Y'all have to have some sense of fundamentalism. You got to have something. I mean, it's just crazy work to me, bro. Like, the out hustling out of the Mavericks, out hustling the Pelicans on second chance boards, jumping up, tapping the ball back to them in certain spots of the game. Dallas wanted it more. Then they put the ball in the hands of their young star. And what did Cooper Flagg do? Cooper Flagg got to the basket. He got physical. He forced the fouls, and he was able to just his play alone with him doing what he do. They put the ball in his hands, and he was able to narrow the lead. So, I mean, he finished with 29 points tonight. And he wasn't shirking from the minute. He wasn't shrinking from the clutch moments. That's what he's that type of player that wants the ball in that moment. And like you said, you're right. They have to figure out how to make all this mesh. But if it's a hierarchy, DC, that should already be understood who gets the ball. It has to be.
Wait. How would that be understood if we
money?
Coach who obviously
that guy ain't new.
Willie Green don't talk about that.
Hold
Willie
on.
Green don't stress that, and Zion has been hurt for the last 8 games.
Last time I checked, the offensive coordinator of the Pelicans was James Borrego.
Zion been hurt for the last 8 games. You know,
okay, hold on.
Come back
Was he hurt? Was he hurt for the now you talking about the last 8 games in DC, but but
I'm saying he just got back, and it's been
listen. I hear you on that.
What I'm saying is, games they played since he got back.
I hear you, but I'm not. I'm talking about larger than that. James Borrego's system ain't just started 3 games ago or 2 games ago. James Borrego been here talking his stuff. He just has more control over the team now without Willie's foolishness in the way. What I'm saying, what he's teaching them is nothing new. He's been teaching that since he's been here. We seen that when his first win as a Pelicans coach came as a fill-in for Willie Green, a year or 2 ago, when they beat Dallas the second time around. They beat Dallas the second time around with him coaching them up. So what I'm saying is, in many respects, the money designates who it is. That guy's making $39 million. And plus, this is the year in which they got to figure out if he's the key to what they got going on. That's what the whole Zion experiment under Joe Dumars is. If it doesn't work this year, they're going to get from up under him. That's all I'm saying. So it's a now or never situation. So if it's a back-to-back, Zion needs to play. There's no more saving Zion Williamson for nothing. There's no more of that. He has to play. He has to get better, and he has to start helping them win. $39 million is what he's making this year. That's a lot of money, bro. So, when I say the money usually ranks with the orders, you paying a guy $39 million, I'm pretty sure you want him to be the top option, and everybody else operates around him. That's Coach Borrego's job to figure that out. And then Zion Williamson's job to own the moment. That's what I'm talking about, bro. I'm not saying you're wrong for what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, with the Atlanta game, DC 9-7 Hawks, 7-3 away. They're pretty good in the Smoothie King Center, Saturday night, 6 p.m. Pelicans 8 straight. Do we snap the streak against Atlanta?
Well, not according to the matchup indicator. They got us getting the
They pick us to lose every time, my brother.
I know, man, but 71%, like, damn. Was Zion back? I think that's a little high. But who is, other than Jalen Johnson, who's the Mavs' next I guess best scorer?
You mean the Hawks' best scorer?
The Hawks, I'm sorry. Not the Mavs. Who's next up on the team? So NAW is starting. I thought he was their 6th man.
According to the depth chart here, DC, they got him starting.
With the Hawks, man. I haven't watched a game from them all season.
Well, I mean, according to this, bro, they got Jalen Johnson. He averaging over 22 points a game. NAW is almost 20 points a game.
So NAW is the second best scorer?
That's what crazy. Well, DC, remember who the Hawks GM is. He's averaging almost 20 points a game on 47%.
The Pelicans over there, I know.
Yeah, that's your boy over there, the general manager, the Mime. And he got a lot of his former guys there.
You call him the Mime?
The Mime, remember, he won't talk. He won't say nothing to us. He got 2 of his old guys, Dyson and...
I don't think he was allowed to talk to you.
Oh, that's terrible. That's sad.
David Griffin had that on lock, man. I don't think the man was allowed to talk. Bro.
Well, this is the lick. Dyson Daniels, NAW. Zachary Rishashar.
What is Frenchman? Okay.
So you got these guys.
31 from the field.
And Johnson, Jalen is the guy. He's the man.
We know he the man, bro.
He the man, bro.
He the man. His numbers look like Zion type numbers, man. Other than that 40% 3-point shooting.
Porzingis is throwing in 17.
Porzingis is balling all over there too. So this is a tough matchup, man. You got a team that's pretty young, looks like us, trying to figure some things out. Got an established guy in Jalen Johnson, and all the younger guys trying to figure everything out. Dice, Zach Ashar, and NAW, obviously a role player, and then inserted him into the starting lineup. They got Luke Kennard on the bench, okay, and Akonwuye going look like he's probably gonna play for the Pelicans. He's day to day, so we know what that means.
He gonna get right against the Pelicans, huh?
oh, Willie. We're gonna see this. Oh, my, he's coming back. Oh, look at him. He look like he ain't been rusty. So y'all see that one coming.
Well, he's questionable. They said, well, it's a game time decision,
Yeah,
DC. So you might be right. Yeah.
Oh, man, game time decisions, they always favor. They probably wouldn't play against no other team. Like, who I'm playing? The Pelicans? Oh, that's a perfect warm-up game for me to come back. I'm gonna put him out there, bro.
Pelicans, the medicine for everybody, huh?
You know how it go. And they play good. So until we kill that, that's gonna be the story. I ain't never heard of him. Fetch? What the boy name is? Vit?
It don't matter, DC.
But anyway,
a bunch of players I never heard of, man. Atlanta got like a farm league team almost, bro. It's a bunch of people I never heard of, man. With Trey out.
That's the guy they drafted instead of Derik Queen. What is he doing?
This Vit guy?
Yeah, he on the third. No, Ace Newell. That's the guy they
Asa, yeah, Asa.
What's his stats?
5.2. 5'2" and 50% on the field.
Damn, he don't get rebounds?
I don't think Asa playing much, man.
Yeah, it must not be. Guess he still. Oh, damn, he's 6'10", 220 pounds. So maybe they're doing the some teams they try to sit him on a bench a while and let him get their strength up and all of that, and don't really play him much. So maybe they're going that route with him. But I think the Pels can get a dub against Atlanta. Looking at it, they're not tremendously more talented than us.
They're well coached.
But they do have a good coach, right?
They got an identity.
Team. They know what they want to do.
That's right.
And they have that to their advantage, man. So this is a game, like I said, if we can play like we played tonight and we can get a lead, early or at least come out in that third quarter and build a lead going into the fourth, something we can ride to a victory, I think we can do it. But if it goes to, they come into play, we come into play, and we going back and forth to the end of the game, man, I just don't think we're ready until we get some more practice time to be able to close out games after what I saw tonight. I don't think that's magically just going to fix itself, overnight without a little preparation. They're not able to work on those things and figure this out. We're going to see more of this hierarchy issue we talked about, because Derik Queen is playing awesome. And it's like at times, I like Derik Queen, but he's not better than Zion. And I ain't knocking nothing he doing, because we needed every goddamn point and assist and rebound and steal and block that he put out there tonight. But we got to figure out a way to make these guys coexist in those clutch moments. And also, I guess fine-tune and run smoother throughout the game. And I think a lot of it is the rotations, the guys playing together. You got to have that time out there, but I do like some of the cohesion and chemistry from the starting lineup. So I don't think it's something you just totally need to throw away and start again, but it definitely needs some fine tuning. And I think we're going to see more of the same tomorrow. We're going to see this team that looks like they can really be world beaters, and then, they cool down and you're trying to figure out what's going on. So, they still going to have a little bit of that going on. But I think they definitely can get a win against Atlanta. I'm not sure if they will.
They got to win against Atlanta, DC. They got to break the streak. Pride has to kick in. We hear people talk about it all the time. The Pelicans are close, right? Tonight should have been a win. And I mean, we talk about them being close. I mean, and like you say, it guts, pride, something got to kick in. I mean, to get to snap this streak, right? 8 straight losses. You get Zion back. You got to do something. I don't know when Jordan Poole comes back. He was actually supposed to come back this game right here. They pushed him back again. So I don't know exactly when he's supposed to arrive.
21st, right? Maybe he come back tomorrow. Maybe that's a surprise.
It could be, DC. I'm going to have to look at the estimated.
That would make sense. Like if you got a guy who's been out, damn near as long as Zion, you wouldn't want him to come back on a back-to-back.
It will most certainly help, because we need some bench scoring really good. They're saying Poole's out to the 22nd. Him and Carlo. Carlo Mekovic is supposed to come back on the 22nd. We'll see, DC, because
Carlo's supposed to be. That's another thing, man. Tonight, I like Yves Misi. I like his energy and everything, but we need Carlo, man. I think Borrego is intelligent enough to actually put Carlo out there with Zion. When you take Queen out and you don't want him out there, they need Carlo out there with him.
Yeah, Carlo just energy in the bottom,
man.
So well, finishes strong at the.
And he got a 3-point shot, man.
Got an offensive game. Yeah, yes, indeed.
He probably the second, third best 3-point shooter on the team.
I mean, I like it. I like his. He comfortable shooting the ball too. He flies around. He hustles. Yeah, Carlo is definitely that help we need off the bench. That spark plug. No disrespect to Eves, but I would prefer Carlo, man. For what more he gives in that fast paced running offense. He's smart. I ain't gonna say smarter, but he just knows where to be. It just fits better. It's like him dunking on people. It's just a high fly game. I love how his energy impacts the team, man. So I don't know. They got it listed, fam, by but tomorrow, DC, for both Poole and Carlo Mekovic. We'll see if it's official.
We're gonna see. Carlo's game just fits Zion better, man. Yves' game, he kind of needs a point guard, in my opinion, I guess navigate him. Like, he looks tremendous when we had DeJounte Murray, offensively to just kind of walk him through and show him what to be and utilize him. But with Zion, man, I'm not sure how that looks for the long haul, because maybe it's just something with them coming back because he's played with Zion, but I just think Carlo and Queen would look a lot better. And having something as simple as having Carlo out there tonight in those minutes with Zion when Queen wasn't out there could have made a world of difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that bench score would have helped, DC. We lost by 3. I mean, if Jose Alvarado and Sadiq Bey play better offensively, they add some more buckets, the Pelicans turn the tide. We break the streak tonight. So all that's very important, right? That extra offensive game. Like Herb and Sadiq kind of struggled on the offensive side of the game tonight. And like I said, we needed a more well-rounded effort offensively speaking, and smarter defensively. Like I like the energy they playing with, fam, and they have their spirit is there. You can see the improvement, like they're improving, but it's still so many things that really just tear the Pelicans up. It's the wide open 3-point shots they give. They fall asleep. DC, they fall asleep too much in these quarters. Like that third quarter, they know that's a doomed quarter. And then it floats on them when they pay attention. We're going to watch out for the third quarter now, and then it becomes the first quarter. Then it becomes, you see what I'm saying? It's a floating quarter that they got to play a full effort, a full game. So, like I said, I don't know what Poole's and Metkovic, but we could definitely use Jordan Poole's scoring ability, no doubt, and him acclimated into what we have here so we can be more of a balanced team offensively speaking. Black Preacher Man said the rookies made too many turnovers and missed too many crucial shots. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
All right. Black Preacher Man.
Go ahead, DC.
Appreciate the 5 bones, Black Preacher Man, bro. That's part of it, brother. Like, when you got rookies, they gonna make mistakes. They're rookies. That's what they do.
But man,
but I think we have phenomenal rookies.
Yes, we do.
Cooper Flagg made his fair share of mistakes in this game, but at the end of the game, when they need him to show up, he showed up. And for the most part, our rookies was too. You can argue that last shot by Fears, but other than that,
and Queen.
Queen, yeah, come on, dude.
Wide open, missed the whole basket, the whole damn thing. But it's understood.
Other than their last shots, you know what I'm saying. Fears had he had this issue where late in games, while we still in the game, he's always having a goddamn crucial turnover at a crucial time. He didn't do that tonight, So right. I can't really blame the loss on the rookies or beat them up too much because I thought they played tremendous. Especially tonight, but I feel your comment though. Like when you talk about all the other games, you are correct, and I see James Borrego take them out And when you look on the sidelines, he's actually over there talking to him, coaching him up. And they get back in the game, and things look like they figuring it out. They don't keep making the same mistakes. So we just gotta deal with it, man. They're the most talented guys we got on this team, other than Zion and Trey. So them doing their thing. I know with the situation we're in, it's kind of like dire right now. We got to get some wins, but they still got to get these experiences. They got to play in these competitive games where the wins under. They got to feel this pressure, man. I promise you, as time goes on,
come on, man,
they'll appreciate the fact that they had these moments, because they're going to grow from it. And when we are, in a situation where we're a lot better as a team, if we can have that happen this year, you're going to see some rookies out there that's playing like vets because they had these moments.
Yeah, these games going to count, fam. Like we talk, DC mentioned the practice. They mentioned having practice together. I would consider them having like live game practice right now. That's the best type you can have in this adding up. Like you see how far along Derik Queen is and Jeremiah Fears. These guys are actually, they're starters right now, and they're actually contributing. They're contributing. Peavy's coming off the bench. He's playing defense, and he's doing his thing too. So this rookie class that we have this year are actually these players are invested in what's going on the court right now. You know what I'm saying? They're very important to what's going on with Fears operating the offense, passing behind the back to
that was a beautiful
Trey Murphy. DC, him throwing alley-oops to Zion Williamson.
And he tried to do that play a game ago. He tried to do that, and it completely looked horrible. It was a turnover. He worked on it, figured out the timing, and look what happened tonight.
I mean, I could see the potentiality. I really could with these guys. But the once again, the thing is, Borrego's on the time clock. Now, he did make mention that there's a lot of games left in the season. And ultimately, what the Pelicans could hope to do is catch up. And like we talked about the scenario, and I won't go too far in the future, family, about getting in the position where you're in the playing tournament, and you just have to go all out to get one of those spots. And of course, you can end up one or two places, either in the 7th or the 8th seed or whatever it is. But that's still quite a feat for a team that started like up to this point, a 2-14 team that can turn around and get into the playoffs. Like I said, the Pelicans do have the talent. It's just, man, making sense of everything. Like getting everybody lined up correctly, getting everybody back healthy, and having a functional system they operate through. Because you can start to see something shaking with them, because they do look different than what they were before. We just want some winning to come along with the learning, man. Black Preacher Man says they dictate too much of the offense. There you go, Black Preacher Man saying, hey, man. And Mary makes a great statement, too. She says the vets make as many mistakes.
The money out. Stay cool. Nobody gets hurt. Take the money out. All of it. Come on.
That's pretty much what the rookies telling the vets right now.
Yes, it is.
Get that money out. All of it.
That's the kind of aggression, DC, you want Zion to command when he in the clutch moment asking for the ball. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, comment.
But and you know what, Q? Maybe this is a blessing in disguise as far as the transition of Zion, because if you got guys like that and they're young, they're still moldable, and you're seeing the CJ McCullough syndrome come over them, right? This could still be corrected right now. So maybe he got to talk to him and figure out his way to get through to him so they can all coexist. So I guess we got to see how it pans out. But my man, Black Preacher Man, you said they dictate too much of the offense. And I say, shit. Did you see the offense without him? You remember what it looked like when Willie Green wasn't playing Derik Queen?
I can only imagine what they look like.
And when Jordan Fears wasn't getting minutes at first, like, I think Fears single-handedly ignites all the steals on defense. Herb obviously plays the part in that well, so I can't just do him like that. But Fears is, man, he a wrecking ball out there as far as getting steals. He makes a lot of mistakes defensively. But he ignites that fast break. Like a lot of these fast break points we getting, at least half of them, or maybe more than that, belong to him. So he's getting a lot of his plays in that rhythm. And I think Queen, as far as when he touches the ball, the man has 7 assists in 1 quarter. We were up 14 points with him dictating the offense too much. So, like, I feel you, bro, but at the same time, we beggars can't be choosy, man. We got to do what work. If it's working, we got to do it.
Well, it's already broke.
We ain't got enough talent and just enough cohesion and chemistry to be trying to go against the grain because this is how it's supposed to be, man. We got to do what's working right now. We need a goddamn win.
Black Preacher Man also adds, but I love their heart and their fight. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
Appreciate all the money.
Thank you very much for picking me up, bringing me back to this world.
Indeed, bro.
He did it like an offering too. He dropped it on us 3 times.
Hence Black Preacher Man. He got speaking church. He got church going on right now.
Right.
But yeah, this is an interesting thing, man. But if fears does come, listen, let's talk about Poole, DC.
Poole is my man Stacey a question talking about Atlanta. So good.
Hold on just a second, DC. Let's
Atlanta beat though, Stacey. Just put that in the chat for me. My bad.
This is one of the things we talk about because Poole is close to coming back to the team. We got ETA is tomorrow against the Hawks. We'll see, but at some point, if it's not this game, it'll be the next game that Jordan Poole returns. When Jordan Poole returns, this is a $30 million player. Does he start over Fears? What is the lineup? Let's answer that in the chat. Y'all put it in there. Go ahead, DC. You can ask first.
I say no. I think you start Fears, right? And then these possessions like you saw not tonight to close out games, it may be dependent on how he's playing. If you want to like maybe play Fears, like let's say Fears is hot, right? I mean, if you got to play offensively and you still got some timeouts and you can sub out, sub in, you might keep Fears out there with Poole to end out a game, But I would start Fears, but it's clearly like Poole is really the starter. Like he gonna come and I would have him uplift my bench. But at the end of the game, Poole ended the game. Like, come on. Like, Poole ended the game.
Yeah.
If Poole took that shot,
that's money.
Right. So it's like he gotta play. But I think starting Fears makes sense because chemistry and they look like they got something with this starting unit.
Right.
And the bench is just, so dead. Or maybe it's missing Carlo because when Carlo was out there, bench looked a lot better in my opinion. But you also had Derik Queen still on the bench. Now that I'm thinking about it, because Willie Green said he had minutes for him and all this dumbass shit. But
he had minutes for K-Bond though. Looney can't even see the court, dog. That's man.
I would keep Fears in the starting lineup, but it's almost like he's a spot starter. Like he's a starter, but he might not necessarily play, 30 minutes a game. I might only give him 25.
Black Preacher Man said Poole should replace Herb.
I wouldn't be mad at that, but at the same time, if Poole replaces Herb, what do we do on the opponent's best player, some of these nights? I would definitely be for it, but I think some lineups, I don't think we can go that small. And I don't want to put too much strain on Trey and Zion to be trying to guard a 30-point scorer.
Nah, Zion gets lazy, man. At times, man, it gets flat-footed and start reaching. I notice, but
Poole and Fears will probably be the worst defensive backcourt in the NBA. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, but that's shooting flat.
You're gonna get some steals though,
dude. You get some. Yeah, that's right, Jake. No defense, but boy, that's speed and shooting. Yeah, right. That's speed and shooting, boy. But yeah, that's a point because Poole he doesn't like he didn't like Willie Green. Could Coach Borrego kind of let him know that you might not be starting because we got this going on here, but you will have starter minutes. you'll be in the clutch time moments. I think that will work for Jordan Poole. Like you got to make it.
I think Jordan
Make it
Poole
work.
would be fine with that, bro. But when Jordan Poole got benched, was it really because of his play though? He was averaging like 20 points a game. Like,
Nah, he got benched because of his
he wasn't
unlikeness
playing
to
bad
Willie
at
Green.
all.
That's what happened. That was that Willie Green factor that was in there. He
He
did
took
not
some
like
dumb
Willie Green.
shots and stuff like that. But I mean, fuck, him and Trey can hit logo threes, so they gonna do that sometimes. But I don't think he played bad to the point where he needed to be benched. He not a defender, you know that. So
Right.
he got some defensive lapses.
Nah, he was hitting them. DC was averaging 17 in them games, man. Through his stretch so far, he averages 17 points, over 17 points a contest. We could definitely use that. I mean, along with Zion and all of the stuff that's going on. So, I mean, we think eventually, like Coach Borrego, it's only going to get better for him, but he has to be able to quickly find, the right, correct rotation. Not only the starters, I think he got something with these guys. He got starting with Queen, and you've seen the makings of it, but the guys off the bench, I think you're right. Karlo Mekovic is a big part of it that a lot of people discount Carlo's game to it. He's a rim running big. He's flashy, a dunk on your head. He'll challenge the shot. He has an offensive game to him, something that these other guys simply don't have. I mean, he has something they don't have, bro. Kayvon's too slow. Eves is just, I don't know. Eves is just running around, bro. He
just don't know what to do offensively. Defensively, I like what I see from him, but offensively, it's like you got to have a real good point guard, man. Just kind of directing him.
Right. Yeah. When I roll, you roll.
Right. But I think Jordan Poole going to the bench makes the most sense. Who else could we put in the 6-man position and get that much production too?
I would like Jordan Poole there, to be honest with you.
Pierce would be good off the bench, but he wouldn't be as good as Jordan Poole.
You need a guy that can produce. You need a guy that can come off the bench and put up big numbers. That's the whole bottom line.
Right.
If we had Poole's production tonight, we win. If we had put Poole's production off the bench, the last several games were a factor. We ain't being OKC or these other type of teams, but these close games where we are 2 or 3, 4 points within the lead, that makes a hell of a difference. Because like tonight, like you mentioned, if that's Poole there taking that wide open shot where Jay Fierce was at or Queen was at, that's basket there. Right. That's basket. Pels break the snide tonight if that's Poole there.
And Fierce hasn't done anything to like get benched, in my opinion. Like he's been playing if I'm looking at it, I guess for just a player in the NBA, you would say he's been solid to good. But for a rookie, he's been phenomenal. For a 19-year-old rookie, like, I don't know, man. I just wouldn't want to mess up his confidence by taking that away from him, and he ain't really did nothing to lose it.
Nah, he's doing
good. Like, he's really good. So
he's doing great, bro.
And Stacey, I said, who has Atlanta beaten, man? You told me they're really, really, really good, but I'm like, who they beaten? Like, what makes them so really good? I haven't watched them, so maybe you're right. I don't know a lot about Atlanta, but give me some info in the chat, bro. You know you the Pelicans post-game scout, bro. You always coming with some knowledge, so put it up in there.
And shout out to Stacey, man. Stacey do be dropping some definitely giblets of information in the chat. Shout out to brother Stacey.
Man, Stacey pulled some stats up you ain't know exist, bro.
He be doing it, man. Stacey got to give him, bro. Stacey be on this shit. He a basketball encyclopedia, no doubt about it.
Right.
Yeah, he's a basketball encyclopedia. Shout out to my boy Stace. What's up? Shout out to y'all as well and the rest of the flock. I don't want to leave anybody. What's up? Appreciate you. What's up, Mary Kay? Shout out to you, brother Lionel. What's up, fam? Appreciate you as well. Much love. Tech Blitz is in the building. Jedi Connor says, do you think Herb hasn't found his footing yet, though? Look at Chris Olave. He ain't played the same first, the first 5 games. And then he been balling ever since because he found his footing. Yeah, and it's a part of that is true, Jedi. I mean, Chris Olave, it wasn't, I ain't gonna say it was all him because he dropped touchdown passes and was dropping passes that he usually catches quite easily. And he just kind of got out of his own way at some point. But, also the play calling kind of changed too. They stopped going so East and West and started really utilizing him in the vertical game. That changed everything. And like I said, these coaches, that's a part of the game too. You got to be able to set these players up to win and utilize their best attributes. And Chris Olave is a guy that stretches defenses. You got to do that. And when they started throwing that ball, like when he got that 62-yard touchdown catch on Horn, and then the toe tipping on the sideline and all this kind of stuff, that's utilizing him at his best part of his game. So just knowing those attributes and how to get them in position to be successful, that's a part of it too. But does that happen with Herb Jones? Herb's defense, DC, is there, man. Offensively speaking, still struggling to get put up shots, man. You know, he's still struggling getting them three wide open 3-point shots. He ain't hitting them, bro. He ain't knocking them down. So will he get there? I mean, I believe in Herb's work ethic. At some point, it has to start working for him, man. He works really hard at it, man. So I don't know, but I don't know, man, about Herb's 3-point shoot, man. It's just it hadn't looked good yet. I don't know.
Can he find his rhythm from the bench?
Consistently.
And then we promote him back in the starting lineup, or put him in certain matchups where you want to start him for his defense?
Who are you going to bench him for?
That makes a lot of sense, right?
Well, you talking about benching him for Sadiq? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
I mean, we went 0-12 in the second half from the 3-point line, man. Like we gotta do something different.
He wasn't on it.
Borrego want to shoot 43s.
Bro, I get you on that, but Sadiq Bey wasn't hitting them 3-pointers either.
I'm almost at, man, throw Jordan Hawkins out there with the starter. Just see if something happened different.
Herb's struggling shooting the 3-ball right now, bro. It's just
something,
man.
What it is. You got to try something different, man. And I like that about Borrego. 0 for 15. God damn, Jaden. I hope it wasn't 0. That's even worse. That's ridiculous. Nah, they was 27, man. They was 7 for 15 at halftime. They was 7 for 15.
They say Herb hitting.
Oh, yeah, it had to be 0 for 12 because there was only 27 shots.
Herb shooting 34% over the last 10 games. DC 34%.
Man, it's a struggle. 34%. Man, I've always been a person that advocated for Herb to keep him out there, but it's like, man, when he get the ball, it's like I'd be holding my breath, man. It was like, oh shit.
It ain't the same Herb.
It don't feel right. But he is coming off that shoulder injury, so I don't know what that feel like, man. Maybe he's got a hitch or something, or maybe it's painful. Like I don't know what he's going through, but it's obvious he's going through something.
I mean, he had a season where he was shooting well from downtown, man, and he's just not doing good now. Look at his numbers right here, DC. 9, about 10 points a game, 3.4 rebounds, and then look what Sadiq Bey's numbers is. Bam. Sadiq is at 11.6, 4.6 there, shooting 42% from downtown. Herb's not just 10 points, 3.4 rebounds, and almost 40%. Herb is shooting like 34% from downtown over the last 10 games. Sadiq Bey is shooting 39%.
Check this out. Look at Mary Kay, man. She said Herb's shot hasn't been right since Vincent left. And I couldn't agree more.
The shot doctor, yeah.
I couldn't agree more. Them shooting sessions they had.
Who's the new shot
matter
doctor?
of fact, when you think about it,
Jody Meeks.
I ain't never seen him shooting with her. I saw Willie down there in the post with a clipboard with her, but I
Willie can't shoot a damn thing, but yeah. But yeah, I mean, but I guess Jody Meeks would be the shot doctor now for them.
It ain't working, man.
Yeah,
it ain't working. He still looked like he has the capability of them corner threes, and when you think about it, when he was shooting 40%, that's what he was doing. It was a lot of corner threes,
a lot of wide open stuff, bro.
Yeah, Mary Kay on to something. The more I'm thinking about it, when he was shooting well. If Fred Vinson was here, and y'all remember, we were always seeing all these videos and all them clips of them doing shoot-arounds and him constantly staying on Herb about his shot. And now look at him over there in Detroit. Now look at him. The Shearer Thompson, the twin, he probably gonna have a cold 3-point shot. And who working with him.
Yeah, we was kind of, we know that would happen, and they replaced him with Meeks, and it's just been what it is. But yeah, we get regardless of whatever it is, it has to change. I mean, but usually when you talk about that, you look at the money aspect of it, and Herb is what, almost 14 million a season for the Pelicans versus Sadiq Bey. Sadiq Bey is what, like 8? I think Sadiq is Sadiq is 6.1.
He underpaid.
Yeah, he underpaid, bro. Super solid deal. 6.1 they paying Sadiq Bey, who's outperforming Herb Jones off the bench. Like I say, Herb is making, what is it,
And
13.9.
the drop off defensively ain't that crazy with
It's
Sadiq
not.
Bey. Obviously, he not gonna do some of the stuff Herb do, but it's not like he a bad defender. I think we'll be all right.
I
But
would have.
certain players, I would probably start Herb, man, for certain matchups.
Man, I wouldn't be mad at a Sadiq Bey starting over Herb Jones, dog. I would not be mad. I think Sadiq Bey, actually, I think he's better than Herb. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like his skill.
He
I think
is.
he's a better player than Herb Jones. He's more complete than Herb. His offensive game is there. He's a stronger, bigger player. He has same gritty temperament in terms of defense. And like I said, he's a guy that said that I like him being here. This is a guy, he got inside and outside game. DC smart defensively. He gets there and he'll fight with you. He'll battle in the paint. You got a never say die mentality. So you're not really losing anything if you move Sadiq Bey to the starting lineup. I just don't know if the Pelicans going to do that based on the money situation, because the money's always a factor. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, man. You can't have $50 million on the bench. We already talking about Jordan Poole not starting. Then you
DeJounte Murray coming soon, in a couple of months. You have DeJounte back there.
You gonna have him on the bench too?
Next, right.
You have $100 million on the bench.
Dog, I'm telling y'all, you gonna have Herb. I just told you how much Herb making, and then you'll have
Herb
DeJounte
contract don't kick in until next year, though, right?
But DeJounte Murray,
like $10 million this year, right?
but Murray making 30 million. DC, he'll be back in January of 2026, which is what, a little over a month and some change.
DeJounte Murray and Jordan Poole would be like the perfect backcourt.
Wow.
But you can't have $60 million on the bench. Bro.
$60 million right there, bro. Between Murray and
you gotta get
Murray
away with it for a couple
Poole.
of games. You get away with it for a couple of games. But if it start looking good, like they gotta start. Especially DeJounte, because you probably gonna trade him if Fear's trajectory is going the way it's going. It's like, I guess you could see keeping DeJounte for 1 year and trading him in the offseason, but man, I don't know what we're gonna do with these lineups, man. That's gonna be something else everybody gonna be mad about, because no matter which direction you go in, it could always be somebody come along and say you can go a different way. It's just too many options.
Yeah, it's a lot going on, man. We'll see how it all is put together, man. But DC, let me show you the schedule before we get out of here, because remember, we got another game tomorrow, fam, at 6 p.m. We're back tomorrow, back to back. The second one is going to be Atlanta in the sleep for y'all, man. So it'll be a 3-game homestand for the Pelicans, November the 22nd tomorrow. Atlanta comes to town. Monday the 24th is Chicago, and Wednesday the 26th it's Memphis, right? And then 2 more games to close out the November slate of games. Saturday and Sunday are back-to-back matchups against Golden State and Los Angeles Lakers on the road. So we got 3 home games with Atlanta, Chi-Town, and Memphis. If we're going to do something, like tonight should have been a win. We need to really win these next games. Atlanta, Chicago, Memphis, to me, are all winnable games for the Pelicans to break the 8-game slide. We'll see what's going on with Jordan Poole. I know they got it listed that him and Carlo Mekovic are supposed to return for the Atlanta game. If that's indeed the case, bro, we need a win against Atlanta. We need a win against Chi-Town. We need a win against Memphis. We really need to kind of finish out the month best way we can with a winning streak to kind of shake this thing around, man. So go ahead, DC. You can go ahead and chime in, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, schedule definitely gets a little easier, but it isn't like it's it's just completely lightening up, right? You're looking at Chicago. Nope. Chicago ain't no cakewalk either. You know, they got Giddy over there balling, man. You know, another player we probably could have got. They got him over there balling, and you got to go against Golden State again. No matter what the hell Memphis got going on, they seem to always have our number. You know, then you got Los Angeles, Minnesota, which is weird. We play them back to back, the goddamn baseball little schedule. Minnesota is one we probably could take for sure. We just seem to have their number, man. Zion always seems to play fantastic against Minnesota for some reason. Brooklyn, we got to beat San Antonio at some point. Brooklyn ain't really trying to win, but Michael Porter Jr. out there balling. He for sure probably could give us 40 or 50.
Yeah, but you getting DC all over the next 10 game stretch, bro. You getting your heavy hitters back. I mean, you getting all your guys back. You have Zion, you have Poole, you have Carlo. The only other player that you won't get back until next year is DeJounte Murray. So you'll have more than enough firepower supposedly to be able to beat in Atlanta, Chicago, or Memphis.
And we getting 2 days off. 2 days off in between these games. So I think that's really beneficial right there.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, we
it's one game at a time approach, weekend, though.
It's a one game at a time approach, but still in all, if you're the Pelicans, you got to be looking to kind of get right at home against Atlanta, like to stop the slide and then just continue to build on that. Just get that winning feeling and just work hard to keep that feeling, because they should be able to beat. And I can't say should. With the guys that we have, we should be able to handle business. But like I said, 2 questions: does Zion play tomorrow, and does Poole come back tomorrow? That's 2 questions. I say Zion should start. Shouldn't be no back-to-back on rest for Zion Williamson. I don't think there should be that anymore, being that this is the year they figure out if they're gonna keep him or not. And then of course the Poole thing. If Poole and Matkovic are back, this should be a win for the Pelicans. Chicago should be a gritty win. Memphis should definitely be a win. We should have beat them at the start of the season. And we're competitive against the rest of these teams. But like I said, we have to get on the plus side of this. They got to get a win. And then this Atlanta game is the one where they got to get a win at home. They got to break the slide, and they have to be able to do something positive, man. All this learning without winning is just not going to cut it. You can win and learn too. All I'm saying.
At some point, the tide will definitely change, though, and they're going to go on and win some games, and you can almost feel like they're not supposed to lose when they lose a game. So it ain't going to stay this way. We're not 21-60 and 61 bad, this year. But they definitely need some time to practice, because we see it. You can see it, man. You can see when they come out and they got their game plan, they roll out, they look good. And then as it goes through the game and, the coaches go through adjustments and they go through different rotations and they're starting to shut down what you started the game with, that's where we kind of falling off, man. Borrego has to install more things, add more things, give them different variations of the ways he wants them to play. And he also said he's still trying to figure out things too, far as how they're going to play fast and be able to slow it down at the same time when they need to. So I'm still encouraged by what I see, but obviously, it's a race against the clock at this point. We 2 and 14? 2-14?
2-14, bro.
Man, what's the standings? Let's check the standings before we get out of here.
Why?
How many games? Just to see how many games back we are. They got a lot of suck-ass teams in the West right now.
Boy, you ain't tired of being depressed, boy? Hold on. You won't see the standings.
Not from the first and second and third teams. How far are we back from 9 and 10?
In the standings, in the playoff standings, is that what you're asking?
In the standings in the West, man, yeah.
Man,
I don't think it's gonna be as bad as you think. Let's pull it up, bro.
There you go. You happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
There it is. You see it?
Yeah,
you got your glasses on?
Wait, hold up. Let me. Oh man, we 3 games out of 10 spot. Though.
That boy said that like it's an easy thing, man. We got to get this team right, man.
We just need to win 3 games. Well, really 4. We 4 games back. We
Well,
didn't win 4 games.
didn't Sacramento beat us?
We never
No.
played Sacramento yet.
Okay. Yeah, my bad.
And Utah don't want to win for real, man. I don't think Utah.
Well, Utah better than us. They 5-10. We sit up here at 2-14.
That's an accident. They trying to tank again. That's an accident. They gonna start benching people and all that again. And again, you know what Utah gonna do? They gonna keep going at it till they look like they just gonna keep tanking till they feel like they got a superstar.
Well, right now we set up as the worst team in the West, dog. You know, we underneath Sacramento.
So we might be getting somebody off of
Clippers beat us. Dallas just won. Memphis beat us. We hadn't played Utah yet. Portland got a win against us. Golden State smacked us down. We hadn't played Minnesota yet. Phoenix beat us. Houston, we haven't played Houston yet. The Spurs won. The Lakers won. The Nuggets won.
Oh, I ain't worried about the division right now.
All right. Well, you the one asking for the standings.
I told you 9 and 10 specifically.
It's too early for that shit right now.
I ain't asked about none of that all that other volunteer information.
It's too early, man. Bro, it's too early for you to be asking what the standings is.
I'm not delusional. I said we're not for 9 and 10.
All right, there it is. All right, there go DC.
Boy, it's kind of low, Q.
Hey, bro, we got to win one game at a time, dog. That's all I'm looking at, bro.
Yeah.
Right now, these standings don't mean a hill or you know what. Right now, we got to win, bro. We got to take it one game at a time and turn this around, bro. That's the bottom line. All right. So anyway, with that being said, DC picks the Pels to beat the Hawks. I think the Pelicans will beat the Hawks too. That's what I'm saying.
I got a comment from my girl Stacy. She said we got to get the 7th seed. We don't want
Mary, not Stacy.
I'm sorry. Why did I say Stacy? My bad, Stacy. Don't take it personal. Mary Kay. Got a good comment for her. I think that will be exactly what this team needs. Think about it. I remember a Thunder team. I'm not saying the Pelicans or the Thunder when they were young, but I remember them going up against the Lakers, and they challenged the Lakers. Although the Lakers won that series, and I think they go on to win the championship that year. I don't remember, but that totally turned their franchise around. And that next year they came out like game busters because they had the confidence that they could at least hang with the Lakers or they could compete with them. So if this team actually go on a run and get that good to be able to jump up in the standings to 7th or 8th, I would be happy about them getting that AC and going up against OKC. They need that challenge because let's say we're in another seed, anything is possible, but I'm not putting the money on the Pelicans getting out the first round. This pretty much would be a successful season if they make it to the playoffs. That shit would be phenomenal. And the amount of energy and effort is going to take to make it there from a 12 and 14 start. They might be out of gas by the time they get to the playoffs. But anyway, I wouldn't want them to duck anybody, man. Go up against whoever's there and put it all on the line, and you see where you stand, and then we can make whatever adjustments we need to make in the offseason. So even that situation will work to your benefit.
Well, like I said, man,
a lot of woulda, coulda, shoulda. Though.
I'm about to try to tell you, bro, we ain't nowhere close to none of that, man. Not even the slightest. I don't want to watch any standings right now. We're not ready for none of that, bro. We got to take care of business one game at a time. When you 2 and 14, bro, and on an 8-game slot, I mean, and like I said, it is, you're getting all your heavyweights back. You're getting Zion. You got Jordan Poole supposed to be coming back. So, I mean, that's like 40-something points between 2 players that you gain back.
You'll need another 5-6 games, Q, to kind of gel.
I hear you, bro, but that's where it starts. When you get them, soon as they touch the floor, they practicing when we don't see them. So when we finally get in the games, bro, they got to put it together. And you don't have to play perfect to beat teams, but you just got to have more of an effort. You got to hustle a little bit more than the other team. You got to be a little bit more smarter than the other team. Like you mentioned yourself, tonight was supposed to be a win. No way you're supposed to lose to the Mavericks. Right. Not tonight. But once again, we're 1-7 at home. We have to be able to find a safe ground to grow. Like, they're not good on the road. They're not good at home. The Pelicans have to develop, and have some place where they feel comfortable at, especially at home. They're going to have to protect home better. They have to play smarter here. I don't see any difference in style of play from away versus home. They don't salvage none of the energy needed. Like, if they could have better effort games, man, we could turn some shit around. But like I said, man, it's just not they got to win. They got to win, and this starts tomorrow.
My man, Black Preacher Man, want to know where they're going to be at the All-Star break. I'm going to tell you, me personally, I would just say somewhere under 500. I don't know, Black Preacher.
That's a safe ass bet.
I don't know where they would be at the All-Star break. I truly don't. I think we might actually need to pull off a trade for somebody, even if it's just some bench shooting or something, to actually get things going in the direction we would want them to go, far as them being able to go on a serious win streak here. I think they might need a little help, other than everybody just getting healthy. So I don't know. Where you see them at the All-Star break, Q?
I don't know, bro.
Safe ass answer.
I don't know, bro. Just be honest with you. I don't know. I really don't know, bro.
But you had a better answer the way you was critiquing me saying that.
Well, I'm gonna mess with you anyways. But that's the reality. I don't know, dog. I don't know. Because like I said, I can respect what they're doing. They seem to be giving it more effort. But if they want to do something, bro, they got to galvanize a lot quicker than this, bro. It's like I said, it's not like these people haven't, this is a new coach. This guy been with the team for the last 3 years. A lot of these players been on the team more than that, for the summation. They're familiar. We got rookies that are fit masterfully in what we got going on. And everything else just has to work together. We got to have Zion has to play. He has to up his game. He has to play at a level that we haven't seen before, especially with his career with the Pelicans on the line. Fam, y'all realize how many stars are on the trade wire right now? Right now, it's a lot of players on the trade. I mean, really good players that's facing trade scenarios. LaMelo Ball is out there in Charlotte. He wants to be out of there. Ja Morant, he's done in Memphis. They got a couple of really good players, and if Zion don't step his game up, he could be one of those guys on the trade. So there's a lot of heavyweights that could be moved around come trade deadline. So, like I said, man, it's this year it's going to be something else, man, for us, like no other. And this is the year where we get clarity on if Zion's a part of the future along with these young players. That's why Fears and Queen is about. Let me tell you, Queen and Fears are winning people over, man. The hardcore Zion supporters, man, they kind of looking at Fears and Queen like, man, we might have to ship this guy out and get some more weight and some more assets to help build these guys up. That's what they're looking like. And when you see Fears, and even though it was first game playing with, in this type of thing, and you see him conducting the offense, Queen throwing passes to Trey on alley-oops and him throwing the ball, all this kind of stuff. This is, hold on now. I'm thinking, hold on, where's Zion? This is your team. You supposed to be the guy doing this type of shit. It ain't supposed to be the rookies. These are rookies. You the guy making $39 million. You supposed to be, and all this kind of stuff. But like I said, we gonna see what it is as more games and things unload. Zion is just too agreeable, man. He's too agreeable in many things, man. This is your team. You're making all this money, bro. You got to be the guy that makes the shot, bro, to justify the money. That's what it is. Go ahead. You got the last word, bro.
I truly wonder sometimes, man, does Zion really love the game? Or is he just really, really, really good at it?
Does he love the game?
Does he really love the game, man? Because when I look at basketball, and you go back to our era, we feel like we had the best era, right? Q, from the 80s to the 90s, 2000s, right? I can't think of any player that I really, liked or admired, man, on that basketball court that would let that be an issue. Mm-hmm. Everything you just said, it would be known I mean, if you got the fight to let it be known, even with your teammate, it's gonna be known.
Right.
It wouldn't be a thing. But I also got to understand that like this is a different era, and these guys they different. It ain't like Zion is the only player that have some of those tendencies like that. Although I would say he's probably one of the worst as far as his talent level, but you got a lot of guys that are like really, really good at this game, man, but they just don't have that same passion, that same competitiveness. And I think that ties into, all the time that they miss with injuries and all of this stuff, man. Some of these guys we used to watch play, they looked at it as an honor to be able to play this game, just to be able to play it. So they didn't even want to miss a game. Like, man, I'm getting paid millions of dollars to play basketball. Missing no goddamn game.
Right.
If I could walk, I could play.
That's right.
That's how they felt. But this era, they don't look at the game that way. And you do have some players that do. But the ones that do, like, they truly love the game. Like, they love the greats. They look up to them. Zion talk that talk. He made me think he do when you listen to him talk. But when I look at certain things, man, I kind of wonder, like, is he just gifted to be able to play this game? And he don't really love it. And that kind of goes to the things we was going back and forth about, as far as him, being able to expand his range and take some shots, which you did see him do a lot more of that tonight, don't you?
Yeah, I seen a few things for him, bro.
He was taking the middies. He was taking 5-foot hook shots and little different stuff like that.
We got inspiration, dog, with Queen's in his offensive bag. With Queen in his offensive bag, DC. I mean, Queen taking 3-point shots. You don't see Zion. I mean, some of this stuff. Zion watching the rookie, right? He watching the rookie shoot 3-pointers, middies, battle, twist, and turn.
Miss some whole goal in clutch, but he still got the confidence to shoot him.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, man. It's got to be motivation. Like, man, this is my team. Where's your pride, dog? Like, if you supposed to be talking like, yo, we gonna turn this around, because it's a lot of times these teams, some of the best teams are star led. Like, you have to have your stars to come together and say, hey, fam, we're gonna do this. We're gonna galvanize and we're gonna play through me, stand on my shoulders. I'm gonna take us to victory. I'm gonna get this, this sort of thing. Like, you see a leader do, like taking the shots, the big moments in the game, like the clutch time we seeing here in the Mavericks game. That's Zion Williamson with his 39 million, whatever it is. He has to be the guy to lead the way if he's the first option. He is listed as the number one option, the first option of the Pelicans offense when he's healthy and on the floor. So he has to behave that way. And Joe Dumars and the Pelicans are watching. I think the last encumbrance to Joe, and they talk about the draft picks, but if Zion didn't iron out, they're going to get something. They're going to get something for Zion Williamson. You know what I'm saying? And if he don't iron out because the future's here. It ain't just one guy, it's two guys and their games coincide. So I mean, the Pelicans have options here. They ain't totally hell bent and stuck to Zion Williamson. That's why a lot of the Zion trade talk is saying is being pushed forward now, because the team sees and people see that Fears and Queen are the future. Zion is the present. So if he doesn't show that he can take him to that next step, it's time to go beyond and find assets to help build these young people.
I know you're trying to get out of here, man, but you said,
go ahead, DC, speak it.
Gives me another question, though.
Go ahead, man.
I don't have to answer. That's why give me a question. Okay. Do you think, because you look at Queen and Fears, right? Queen, I see it, but does Fears game really mesh with Zion? I think they can figure out a way to coexist and play together. But if we didn't have Zion, what player would you get to play alongside of Fears and Queen? I think that would kind of give you the answer, because that's the way I think about it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I would pick. I would pick up. Well, Trey work with anybody.
Trey work with anybody, right? So he worked with those young
As
players.
long as he don't think he Paul George and he start trying to initiate offense and.
Now he's playing second fiddle to Queen. Remember Queen threw him that alley oop and him running with him, and you can see they really.
He was more on the scoring end, like you need him to be. I know you could pass a little bit, and you're gonna get you some passes here there. But when Trey was like trying to be like a playmaker and force things to happen, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not his game. He can force and get a bucket, on a perimeter. And using his movement and scoring, while they closing out, using your height. But for him to like dribble penetration and try to, that ain't. At least not now.
Not now. I mean, that's something he definitely
continues to improve. So I ain't gonna never say he ain't gonna be able to do it, but he not there yet. But as far as Fears and Queen, is this the best situation for Zion? And then you got a guy like Morant that's out there. Will we consider getting?
Oh Lord, no, bro. That'll affect everything we got going on with Fears. That'll impact. Now I gotta respect your mind. About
question, bro. Don't lose your mind.
No, it's not that. I'm just saying, man. I don't know, bro. I would have to say no to the job. I have to say no to the job thing. Even though it'll look good, I just think it throws us off in terms of what you're trying to do with Fears, because you still have what? You still got Poole involved.
Fears is 19, so
I know, but you're gonna stall his development, and he's already blossoming. He's blossoming. He's not really all there in terms of his defensive game. You got to improve there defensively, but he's the fastest player on the court. I mean, he's a guy that he shoots. He's shooting the 3-point ball to get he better. He hit 3 3-pointers tonight on 4 attempts. He was 3 or 4 tonight.
Yeah,
he is showing you improvement during the game. Before you seen Queen step on the scene and start doing what he did, like against the Joker, and what you seen him doing tonight. Almost had a triple double tonight. So I mean, you have Fears has his own development going on here. And these players do work well together. But like I said, man, if Coach Borrego DC could find a way to incorporate Zion and Jordan Poole along with what we got here, bro, we gonna really shock the piss out of a couple of people when we get close to that, close to the playoff time, man. You're gonna shock some people, man. A lot of people ain't gonna want to mess with the Pelicans, but I do like when young guys.
It would definitely be a handful, but. I'm just curious of how all this works together. And, I wanted to work out with Zion. Obviously, this is his last shot, and it's like just the way the team is built. Like they're pretty much designed to be able to continue on, without him and not really miss much of a step. Just the way that we've built the team.
About Zion?
If we can plug in a certain player that gives us some of what he can give us, right? As far as the ability to draw a double team and whatever we get back, the team can keep moving forward, and progressing, because the rookies ain't gonna do nothing but get better.
They only gonna get better, right?
And you would have another. I would hope you get at least a 18 point per game scorer out of it, right? I think you would still be able to figure it out. Obviously, you wouldn't be the best you could be, because who loses a player like Zion and you just are immediately better? One of our players would have to grow to, get on that type of level for us to be there. But it's just an interesting thought, man, looking at them. They've constructed a roster where it's almost like they're trying to do 2 things at once. It's like they're trying to build for the future, but then also contend right now.
Yeah, that's how you shut down the naysayers, DC. That's how you shut down the naysayers, because actually the Pelicans have enough assets where they're supposed to be competing right now. What really gumped up the works was the fact that they didn't get the proper coach. They waited too long.
That too, and I don't think we had a team shaped the way we need. It's a few pieces we probably need to shuffle around. We still don't have enough shooting. And my man here, he got a question that's gonna go
Maybe some
into
of
my
our shooters
statement.
need to hit their shots. DC, we got wide open guys missing
Well,
shots.
if they can't hit their
You got
shots,
your,
it
you
mean
got
they
your,
not. It mean they
you
not
got
shooters.
you got a 2-point specialist. You made mention of him. You got Herb Jones
Hey,
missing
Q,
everything but the broad side of the barn.
if I gave you $15,000 to take care of issue for me, right, and the issue don't ever get taken care of, are you really a shooter?
Yeah, I'm still a shooter, just a poor one.
So my
You
man
want the
here,
money
he
back.
said, what do you think Fears needs to add to his bag? In the statement I was making, I was saying we still missing shooters and we also still missing a point guard. And Fears needs to add to his bag
Assistant,
better.
facilitation.
Yeah, but it's really just better decision making.
Okay.
And he makes good decisions for a rookie in transition, and he does what he does to where he's not overcomplicating it. He's fast as hell, so he's like, look, I know I could beat him and get the ball
Right.
laid up.
Right.
But
Right.
sometimes, as he matures, I think he's going to realize he can create a lot better opportunities for others, and that's the main thing he needs to add to his bag. I see him growing with his shot. And the stronger he gets, far as doing squats and building up his legs and all of that, his shot just gonna get better and better. But
yeah, he already a workout
main
warrior.
thing,
So
yeah, he got it, man. All he need to add to his bag,
time's coming.
he need time, and he need an excellent basketball mind in his corner. Somebody, man, I wish we had like Rondo on the staff or something. Like somebody like that to kind of mentor him. We went and we got a mentor for Derik Queen. Look what DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
Soon as we got him, it's like Derik Queen instantly just went up. Just all of these little things about being a big man. I'm sure he over there coaching him up. We need the same thing for Fears so he can improve his facilitation, obviously. And just decision making as a whole, because like, man, you're a point guard. Your job really in that starting unit is to set the table, get everybody else involved, and make sure everything is being distributed evenly. Now, Queen, he's got that passing prowess, and he's just a special passer. Queen could still be that, and Jeremiah Fears still be a point guard and kind of fill in the gaps. So it still don't change that responsibility. And I don't know if it's because he got a little too much Chicago in him, man. Chicago dudes, they ballers, man. They be buckets. They know how to get a bucket, a lot of them. And I think he's just got to go through that process. Because when you really think about it, other than Chris Paul, he was one of the phenoms as a point guard that just came out and was like a ready-made package, right? But most point guards, they kind of go through, a little butterfly in the cocoon type effect. Like you even look at Shea, people would probably consider one of the best in the game or the best in the game right now. When Shea was a rookie, you seen flashes, right? I remember watching him on the Clippers. I'm like, damn, I think he's going to be good. But he wasn't nowhere near what he is now.
What he is now, yeah.
And it took him maybe about 3 or 4 years where you really saw him be like, oh, shit.
Right.
He one of them ones, So, a lot of point guards.
You seen it with Halliburton, bro, when he was with Sacramento. I seen it with Halliburton with Sacramento.
Great example, Q.
Yeah.
Great example. Even Jalen Brunson was a little more obvious, but you seen something like that with Jalen Brunson, too.
Oh,
he kind of had to play the two with Luke because his situation was a little weird.
Right.
But, them guys, they go through metamorphosis, man. Really good point guards, and what you see them as their rookie year, they don't kind of in their career as, man. They definitely evolve.
Yeah, it's he's what is he, 18 years old still? He's like 18 years old.
2 weeks ago turned 19.
19, bro. Damn, he's 19 years old, fam, and doing this at this level. So I mean, just imagine in a couple of years what he looks like, man. And he's a level-headed guy, and I know he's gonna improve his game because he's always in the gym. So he's going to improve. Him and Queen was the proper choice, and let's not forget Peavy too. Peavy is a solid player. All of the rooks are solid contributors to what the Pelicans got going on. We just need the vets to step up and handle their business.
Right.
You know, that's what we need. We need Herb. We need Zion, Herb, and Trey and them all elevate their games. Jordan Poole to be healthy, elevate his game. We need these bigs, these vets rather, to kind of, set the floor and, and take in the blessing that these young guys are given, man. Queen and Fears are starting, and they adding an electricity to the Pelicans, and we need to take advantage of that, man.
Man, another thing too, we talking about Fears averaging 2 assists a game. I see you, my man, Jade. Do we ever look at potential assists? Because we just was talking about it.
Nobody count potential.
You said the Pelicans went 0-15 from the 3-point line in the second half. Who all the potential assists going to?
That's true too.
I'm sure if guys were hitting shots the way they were supposed to, I'm more than sure Jeremiah Fair wouldn't be averaging no damn 2 assists.
A lot of missed shots.
He would have at least 4 or 5.
This is true.
Sure. For sure.
This is true. Good point. Yeah, a lot of that is a lot of missing going on, bro. That's a lot of missing. Herb, Sadiq, a lot of 3-point missing in these games, bro. The last several games, a lot of 3-point missing. At some point, that has to be addressed, man. At some point, like they just leaving Herb alone. He in the corner, he ain't hitting shit. So at some point, a lot of that has to be addressed. These shots got to start falling. Or he got to adjust and do something else to get guys out there. Guys have to start shooting better, especially when they're wide open, man. You're an NBA player. You got to hit wide open jump shots.
Yeah, they look like they're using the drop-by-drop method, though, Q. Every game, we look like we get a little bit better. But it's still another crack somewhere we got to plug a hole.
Yeah, it's just a lot of problems, though, DC. That's the problem, man. You see them fighting, but it's just they still are plagued by these Roman quarters that pop up, and they lose. They lost by 14 in the third tonight.
Roman quarters?
It's a Roman Phantom quarter that pops up throughout the game because they'll pinpoint. It happened early in the season. They'll watch that third quarter and like we pinpointed the third, then it'll become the first quarter. The first quarter when they get blown out. The third quarter becomes the first quarter. That's a Roman Phantom quarter that happens with the Pelicans that we have to be able to put together a full game. You can't let teams blitz you like that, and it just can't happen, man. We can't let that happen. So. Like I said, they got to get smarter about a lot of stuff, especially these wide open 3-point shots is really troubling. It's really troubling. These wide open 3-point shots, offensive rebounding, and just doing a lot better from the foul line. The fundamental stuff. Let's offensive rebound. Let's hit the free throws. Let's play better defense. Let's communicate better on defense. We didn't have too many dumb switches tonight. In the game, we have too many of them dumb switches, but they're getting better. And you're right. It's like the Chinese water torches. One is incremental, is that it's getting better and better. But it had to culminate with a win against Atlanta. I mean, if you, like I showed y'all the schedule, the next several games are games that with healthy people, the Pelicans should be able to beat the Hawks. They should be able to beat the Memphis Grizzlies. They should be able to beat some of these other teams and start a winning streak. To kind of get going. 8, 9, I don't know if they can do it, but 8 or 9 games, one game at a time with Zion back, man, and our rookies playing this way. Coach Borrego's an intelligent coach setting up everything. We have to put wins together, man, if we're going to make a dent in this stuff. We got it. We got to at some point. Go ahead, DC, your final point before we go.
Yeah, well, we'll be right back here tomorrow to do it again. And if they could just take that next step and start hitting some goddamn shots.
Yeah, Hawk, you're right, bro. Who said that? The brother
New Orleans.
Yeah, you're right, bro. Hawkins got to hit that shot too. DC called him a 2-point specialist. He done dropped him down.
2-point specialist, dog.
he switched that midi, bro.
Specializes in hitting the 2-point midi.
But I ain't mad at him though. He ain't feeling the 3. He got the mid range, so I ain't mad. At least he hitting some kind of shot. He ain't not missing, everything. So he just got a little close. That's what the game is. You can't hit the 3-step closer and hit the jumper. Pacer Stink says, what do y'all think about my New York guy, Jose Alvarado? I've been waiting for my Knicks to trade for him. LOL, I played against him. Okay. At Christ the King. Shout out to you, Pacer Stink.
Okay.
Jose Alvarado, man, we love Jose.
I like Jose.
We love Jose down here, bro. I don't think we're gonna keep him at the trade deadline. I think ultimately he'd probably be packaged with somebody and moved. So whether he go up there with Josh Hart or Tanaji, DC interesting thought on Najee Marshall trying to bully Jay Fierce, right? He trying to take up for his dog Jose.
That's crazy. But I like Jose, man. Sometimes he just needs to be self-aware, you know.
I'm supposed to be the point guard of the future.
Like Jose getting a little salty about fears, you know, earlier, which he's a great vet, so I'm sure he's still gonna do what he needs to do for him. But I just kind of read between the lines, like he know the writing on the wall, man. You know, that would be nice if we could go ahead and send him to y'all out there in New York. I would love that for him.
What we getting in return?
Hopefully, we get something in return, like facilitating it in a three-way deal, some type of way, and we getting something coming back because we need some shit. Goddamn it! But,
that's right.
But Jose is, I think he's a phenomenal player for what he is. But when you start trying to like have him be a starter, or you start trying to play Jose like 28 minutes and all of this, he just like fizzles out. He comes in, he's a nice change of pace. He's gonna hustle, pick up, 94 feet. And when he got everything going, you cannot lead him open. He can be a lethal shooter at times, but I don't.
They're kind of up and down lately, DC.
Yeah, he a little streaky, what I'm saying, sometimes. But when Jose got it all clicking, man, Jose dropped 30, 40 points on your head right quick.
His emotion too. It's like his emotion is a superpower because he
brings that energy, bro.
Right. He galvanizes your team. Like, before we got rid of Willie, it was a streak where the Pelicans won, I think it was 2 games in a row because of it was sparked by Jose Alvarado's his energy, his upsetness. He actually helped spark that, so that's good in small stretches. So losing a guy like him, man, if we trade Jose, somebody would have to, manufacture that type of infectious energy, man. We were kind of concerned about that when we lost Najee Marshall to Dallas. And Josh Hart. Josh Hart was one of those players. We love Josh Hart down here, and he loved being down here. We lost Josh Hart's heart, his heart and his energy and all this kind of stuff. And Larry Nance was the same way. Those type of players, we love those guys. They represent the style of play that we want to see our team, do because of the blue collar nature of the territory in which we live. But Jose Alvarado is a representative of that. So if you get rid of him, you got to have somebody to manufacture that same, or multiple guys to manufacture that style of energy.
Right. Pacers stink. I think he said you want him. I want him. I want his defense. We don't need his scoring over here. I hate to break.
He gets hurt a lot too, bro. Just to let you know.
Yeah, he do.
He get hurt a lot.
His defense, to me, the more I think about it, and now that people, picked up his little pattern and move and stuff, his defense is a little overrated. Not because Jose isn't a good basket, he's just too small. And most of the players, he out there guarding like dudes taller than him. Q talked about it multiple times. Jose is so irrationally confident on defense, he continues to unintelligently switch on the centers. It never works out. Like
he's the culprit. Yeah, it's a main culprit of doing unintelligent switching, dog. It's always Jose Alvarado. When you watch the tape, it's Jose switching into matchups that do not benefit us.
He's a tenacious defender, man. A lot like Patrick Beverly. Like he called himself in a way, but Jose not about to really go out there and shut nobody down. You know what I'm saying? I can't implement Jose in a way I could do Dyson Daniels. Like when Dice was playing and they was giving Jose minutes, we was like, I like Jose, but I think y'all might have to start playing Dice instead of Jose. Like he not that, defensively, but he's a good guy, to come off the bench, bring you some energy, get you a few turnovers, hit a shot in transition, kind of put the pressure on the team and really pressure them defensively. And he could hold his own for sure. for sure. But if you put somebody, what I see running the problems with, like somebody 6'5" and up, like it'd be issues for Jose, man.
Yep. And like I said, we'll bounce it back to the Pels, man, tomorrow, 6 p.m. tip-off time, Saturday night in the blender, man. 2-14 Pelicans, 1-7 at home, currently on the 8-game losing streak. Welcoming the Atlanta Hawks, who are 9-7, actually a pretty damn good road team. They've are 7-3 on the road. We'll see what the latest updates on Jordan Poole and Carlo Makovic. They're both considered estimated return times are for tomorrow. The Hawks are also on a 2-game losing streak, right? Over the last 2 games, they lost to Detroit and San Antonio, and they'll be looking to get a win against the Pelicans. So Pelicans losers, they need to get this stuff right, man. And the Hawks supposed to be medicine for the Pelicans. We got to take advantage. All right, so with that being said, man, y'all do us a service. Y'all please feel free to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And by all means, feel free to share the show on social media feed. Check out our sponsors and links in the description section below. And we're going to holler at you, man, tomorrow night for the Pelicans recap of the Pels and Hawks game. Much love. Peace. Go Pels. Yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican ever. Ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, Big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the ref just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever, Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly die, I'm a Pelican forever, Pelican forever.
Hey, New Orleans! Whether you're catching up on Saints news at Jackson Square, checking Pelicans scores in the Garden District, or staying updated on LSU while grabbing coffee in the French Quarter, there's one place that keeps you connected to everything that matters in our city. From Bourbon Street to the Superdome, from Preservation Hall to the Riverfront, New Orleanians are staying in the know with the WhoDatDaily.com, your daily source for Saints, Pelicans, LSU, and all the sports, music, and culture that makes our city special. At work downtown, at a game in the Dome, or just relaxing by the Mississippi, wherever life takes you in the Big Easy, you can stay connected. Because when you're from New Orleans, you don't just live here. You stay in the NO. That's stay in the know. Visit the WhoDatDaily.com and never miss what matters most to Who Dat Nation. Stay in the NO, you stay in the know.
Welcome to the Pro Shop, where we create authentic NOLA-inspired clothing for men, women, and children. From Saints jerseys to Pelicans gear, everything's crafted right here in New Orleans. Whether you're shopping the Pro Shop, the Pel Shop, or the Pro Shop Kids, we've got your whole family covered with genuine merchandise that represents our city's spirit. Check for links in the description section below.